So those are the kinds of things that we'd be covering in this course. Now, what I want to do is briefly cover this 4 strategies box. So you may have seen this slide on in a different course. We have the long call, the long put, the short call, and the short put. We know that the long call is a bullish position and the long put is a bearish position. So we have those over here across from each other. If a long call is bullish, then a short call must be bearish. And if a long put is bearish, then a short put must be bullish. And if a short put is bullish, then a short call must be bearish. So they are all opposite of each other. Each option has 2 opposites. And the long call will have an opposite on the call side, will have an opposite on the put side. And the long put will have an opposite on the call side and will have an opposite on the put side. Similarly, the short calls and the short puts also have opposites. So if your outlook is bullish, you basically have 2 kinds of strategies. You have the long call or you have the short put. And if your outlook is bearish, you have the long put and you have the short call. So which one do you choose? To make this choice, we also have to consider all the other elements that we spoke of. We have to look at what the overall sentiment of the market is. We have to look at what kind of a volatility environment are we in. We have to look at extrinsic values and probability if we are selling options. And if we are buying options, then we have to look at time decay, because time decay hurts your long call and your long put. So whenever you're a buyer of an option, time decay is working against you. So those are the kinds of considerations we are going to look at in this course. And so what we want to do now is go over to the trading platform, and I'll take a couple of examples and we'll see how we can optimize our outlook for a particular stock in the swing trading environment. So the outlook is going to be about somewhere between 2 weeks to 6 to 8 weeks. And also what I'm going to do is, when I'm using these examples, I'm purely looking at it from an options position. So which means I'm not looking at it to buy stock, I'm not looking at it to sell stock, nothing. So it's not a stock and option combo unless I specifically say so. Okay, so we'll jump over to the platform and we'll look at these examples and try to understand how all these elements play into our decision.